Hey everybody, I'm Dave Latham. I'm here with Dr. Brian Cosby. He's one of our BTS professors, and just thought we'd take a quick moment just to get to know him a little bit better and talk about BTS. And so tell me about what your current ministry is and your role at BTS.
Yeah, so I am a senior pastor at Wayside Presbyterian Church on Signal Mountain, Tennessee, which is just outside of Chattanooga. And I've been there for going in my 14th year there. So really, this was a movement of a church revitalization. So when I went there 14 years ago, we had about 60 people. And I learned a lot from Harry Reeder. And he was my mentor through that process. And so, now we're 14 years later, and been a tremendous experience. So,
that's fantastic.
That's the main thing I'm doing. I mean, other things too, but that's the main thing I'm doing. So.
That's great. And tell us what you do with BTS. Like, what kind of classes do you teach? What's your role there?
Yeah, so I teach in the D-Min, degree program, and for church revitalization, and really the vitality and health of churches. So that's mainly what I do, and really along with what Rob Hooper's doing, and all that as well. So with church revitalization, lampstand. But that's kind of my niche within the BTS world.
So, I mean, we might have a student who's watching this video right now who's maybe considering the D-Min in church vitality and revitalization, and they might be thinking, what's that interaction look like? Because I know the BTS model, you don't have to move with the D-Min. We actually want you to stay in the community that you love. What's been your kind of interaction or your take on how students are interacting with each other, with you as the professor in those types of classes at the D-Min level?
Yeah, so what I love about the D-Min program at BTS is that we are very hands-on, practical in the ministry, and really taking the biblical principles and truths from Scripture and applying them directly. And so we've done this online, so people, wherever they are in the world, and been able to communicate and connect online and have those discussions with each other. And what I love about that is they'll hear, hey, that's a great idea. They'll hear from another student say, hey, that's a great idea. I might need to think about that for my own church.
Right.
If it was only me or something, then they're getting my perspective and that. But they're getting the other perspectives in how the truths of Scripture that they permeate into those various contexts. And there are going to be some things that are going to be true across the board, God's means of grace, that kind of thing. But then the actual way that it is put in place in their local churches might be a little bit different.
Sure.
And they're able to learn from one another. So.
That's fantastic. Now, we're here at PCA General Assembly, but there may be somebody out there who's watching who might be considering coming to Birmingham Theological Seminary, and they might be weighing the different seminary options that they might have. So what kind of advice or encouragement would you have for a potential student who might be looking at BTS?
Yeah, so I think there's a few things that are important for if you are watching this and you're considering a seminary like this. One of them is the commitment to the faith that was once for all delivered to the saints. And the historic Christian faith, there is a strong commitment at BTS for that. And so if you're wondering about that piece, I've been so grateful for that. The second is what we mentioned about the very practical element of ministry. So it's not ethereal. You're not just thinking about these big philosophical concepts only. But what I've seen, even in difficult theological classes, that kind of thing, you're always saying, what is the application of this for my counseling or for my preaching or for that kind of ministry? And then the third is affordability. I mean, in an age when you've got sky-high prices for theological education, this is a big part of the draw. So those are big ones, I would say, for considering BTS.
That's great. Well, hey, thanks for taking a couple of minutes to talk with us about BTS and just letting potential students hear about your current ministry and your role. And pardon the noise, we're at PCA General Assembly. There's a lot going on, but we're just glad to be here. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.